Hi everyone, you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Buki Akimbile, and in today's tutorial I'll be teaching us how to make a simple waistcoat. So the total amount of fabric we'll be needing is about 1 yard. I'll be attaching zipper at the front, so let's begin. So I've already folded the fabric for the back, and we'll be starting all our measurement from the center back, and we'll not be having zipper at the center back. Then I'll go ahead and measure the length of our top, and the measurement we're having here is 18 inches. So let's start to input our measurement. The neck width we are working with is 3.5 inches. I'm using 3.5 inches because I'm a plus size, so you can use 3 inches. Then the neck depth we'll be working with is 1.5 inches. And once I'm done marking that, I'll be connecting with my curve ruler from the 3.5 inches neck width to 1.5 inch neck depth. And once I'm done doing that, I'll be inputting my shoulder measurement. Half of my shoulder measurement is 8 inches, so I'll mark it out. Then from that 8 inches point, I'll be coming down by 1 inch to create the shoulder slope. So once I'm done marking that, I'll be connecting with my straight ruler from the neck width down to the 1 inch shoulder slope. Then by the time we are done marking that, I'll be inputting my chest line measurement, and my chest line measurement is 8.5 inches, so I'll mark it out. Kindly note your chest line measurement begin immediately after the shoulder slope. So I'll repeat the same measurement at the center back as well. And once I'm done marking, I'll be connecting with my straight ruler. The formula for calculating the chest line is bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So once I'm done marking, I'll be inputting my shoulder measurement on the chest line, which is 8 inches. So I'll mark it out. And once I'm done marking, I'll be connecting with my straight ruler from the starting line to the chest line. And once I'm done marking, I'll go ahead and take the measurement on our shoulder line from the shoulder slope to the chest line. Then I'll locate the midpoint. And from that midpoint, I'll be going in by ½ inch to create our back armhole. So once I'm done marking that, I'll be connecting with my armhole curve. Ensure that you place your armhole curve properly so that you can have a perfect armhole. Then I'll be connecting from the midpoint to the chest line now. So once I'm done connecting, I'll go ahead and input my bust measurement. Quarter of my bust is 11 inches plus 1 inch is making 12 inches. So I'll be marking it out. Then I'll mark out 1 inch sewing allowance as well. Then I'll go to the waist area. Quarter of my waist is 9 inches plus 1 inch is making 10 inches. Then I'll be adding 1 inch dart to it, making 11 inches. So I'll mark it out. Then I'll add 1 inch sewing allowance to the side. So once I'm done marking, I'll be connecting my dot into lines. So from the chest line to the waist line. Then I'll repeat the same measurements on the sewing allowance as well. So once I'm done marking, the next thing I'll be doing now is to input our dart. Half of my nipple to nipple measurement is 4.5 inches. So I'll mark it out on the chest line. Then I'll repeat the same thing on the waistline as well. Then once I'm done marking, I'll be connecting with my ruler from the chest line to the waist line. So the next thing I'll do now is to take ½ inch on both sides to create our dart leg. Then from the chest line, I'll be coming down by 1 inch. So that is where the dart leg will be stopping. And once I'm done noting that point, I'll go ahead and connect my dart leg. So from that 1 inch point to the waistline. Then I'll repeat the same measurement also on the other side, connecting from the 1 inch point to the ½ inch on the waistline. So we are done creating the back. So the next thing I'll be doing is to add ½ inch sewing allowance to the shoulder area. So this is to enable us join the front and the back together on the shoulder line. Then I'll be connecting. So once I'm done connecting, so we can start cutting the back now. So we are done cutting the back, and we'll be using the back to cut our front. So we'll be mixing our fabric for the front, and I've also gone ahead and marked out 1 inch zipper allowance at the center front. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to place the back on the front. And kindly note, the front is 4 inches longer than the back. So once I'm done pinning the back to the front, then I'll be inputting the neck depth for the front, and the neck depth we are working with is 9 inches. From the back neckline, I'll go up by 1.5 inches, then mark out our neck depth. So once I'm done marking, then I'll also note the neck width point as well. Then I'll go ahead and extend the line from that neck depth to the zipper area. I will repeat the same thing also at the waist area. So once I'm done doing that, from the waist area, I will measure what we have there immediately after the zipper allowance, considering the dart, then stop at the side seam. So I'll mark the midpoint. Then I'll also take the measurement to the hem of our top, then I'll mark it out as well. And once I'm done marking, I'll be connecting with my straight ruler. Then from the center front, immediately after the zipper allowance, I'll be connecting to the midpoint. Then I'll repeat the same thing on the side seam. Kindly note, before the side sewing allowance, then I'll connect to the center. And once I'm done connecting, I'll go ahead and start cutting our front. Sorry, I didn't remember to mark out the front neck depth. Let me quickly do that now. So from the 3.5 inches neck width, I'll be connecting to the 9 inches neck depth. So I can continue with my cutting now. So once I'm done cutting, I'll be removing the back from the front. Then we can cut out the front neckline now. So we are done cutting our front. By the time we open it up, then I'll fold in the zipper area for us to see how it's going to look when we are done. You can see how beautiful it's looking. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to use the main fabric to cut out our lining. So I'm done cutting out the lining for both the front and the back. Then I'll be marking out our darts on all the fabric, both the main fabric and the lining. Once I'm done marking, I'll be showing us. So I'm done marking all the darts for both the main fabric and the lining. So take your time also and mark out yours. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to sew in all our darts. So I'm done sewing all the darts for both the front and the back fabric, and both on the lining and the main fabric. So the next thing we do now is to turn our fabric with the lining. So we'll be stitching the neck area, the two armhole and the waist area. So we'll be leaving the side and the shoulder area. And I will also repeat the same thing on the front fabric, both the main fabric and the lining. So I'm done turning our fabric with the lining for both the front and the back. And don't forget, we didn't sew the side and the shoulder area for both the front and the back. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to stitch down our fabric at the shoulder line. So I'll be turning the front to the right side, then place the back on it, right side facing each other. Then I'll be matching the shoulder for both the front and the back. Then I will align it properly. Then I'll be bringing it out from the side. You can see the way I passes my hand on the side. Then I will turn it out. So once I'm done turning, I will adjust the fabric in place. So fabric to fabric, lining to lining. Then I will ensure that I match the two edges. So once I'm done doing that, then we'll be stitching by the 1/2 inch sewing allowance that we added when we are drafting. So I'll repeat the same thing also on the other shoulder. So I'm done attaching our fabric from the shoulder. You can see how neat it is. So the next thing we do now is to go ahead and confirm the side of our jacket. We need to confirm if the two sides match both for the front and the back before we go ahead and stitch the side. So you can see the two sides match, so we confirm the other side as well. So the next thing we do now is to go ahead and stitch on the side. So we'll pick the front and the back side, holding it together. Then passes my hand through the other side of the back to bring out the two. You can see the way I passes my hand, so I'll bring it out, holding it in place. Then I will adjust the two now. Fabric to fabric, lining to lining. So I'll be matching the edges where the two meet. So this is the fabric to fabric. I'll clip it down. Then I'll go back to the top as well, matching them together. Fabric to fabric, lining to lining. Then I'll pin it down. Then once I'm done separating, I'll be clipping the other side in place for easy sewing. So once I'm done pinning now, I'll be sewing by 1 inch on the side. So I'm done stitching the side for both the lining and the fabric. So I'll be bringing it out from that same place that I brought it out from. By the time we turn it around, you can see we are having a perfect inseam finishing. So I will adjust the fabric in place, then turn it around. Then I'll take it to the ironing board and give it a good press. So and once I'm done ironing, then I'll go ahead and stitch the other side as well. But for the other side, we will not be able to stitch it all round. So what I will do is to go ahead and match our fabric and fabric together. You can see the way I'm placing it. Then I'll start clipping it in place. I'll continue this process until I get to the lining area. On that side, there will be a point that I will not be able to clip it again. So we will stop. But just ensure that that part falls on the lining area. And the best way to achieve this is to begin your stitching from the midpoint on the lining so that you'll be able to sew across the main fabric, so that by the time you are done sewing, the part that will be left open will fall on the lining. So I'm done stitching the other side as well. And I've also ironed it in place. You can see the part that is open is not even obvious. So we'll go ahead and top stitch that side. And once I'm done top stitching, I'll be attaching my zipper. And also ensure that the zipper you are working with is the one that can be separated. And it is also advisable for you to use a longer zipper so that you will have a perfect finishing. So I'll be placing the zipper from the base to the top, so the excess will be at the top. Then I'll go ahead and stitch to the fabric. So I'm done top stitching the lining, as you can see. Then I've also attached the zipper. You can see how neat it is, both the front and the back. So the next thing I'll do now is to zip up our zipper so that we can cut off the excess at the top. So you place the two together, matching the edges so that you have a perfect cut. So once you are done matching, then you cut off the excess zipper teeth. And once you are done doing that, you fold in the raw edges to finish up the two sides. So I'm done finishing the zipper edge. You can see how it neatly comes out, and we are done with our jacket. Look at how neat it is. So I'll be turning the waistcoat to the right side now for us to see clearly. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, kindly give us a giant thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support and God bless you. And also turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified anytime we upload a new video.